Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing water signs. I just had a brain fart. I don't know what happened. Just ignore me. Today we're doing water signs, which is going to be a general reading, as most of mine are. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio placements. Could be your sun, your moon, could be your rising sign, your Venus sign. Or if you're familiar with astrology, check any other placement that you feel drawn to, okay? This will be titled as a video for June, but please, whenever you find it, you find it. And it may also extend, I was gonna say past the month of June, but for some reason, they want me to say this like before, as in like maybe this has happened in the most like recent past. So this might be something that you guys have already been through, but either way, you know, make sure to check at least your sun, moon, rising. Will give you a more complete view of what's going on in your life, or the energies at least that you have surrounding you to your advantage, stuff for you to use, and you know, all that jazz. I don't know if someone is like, I'm not sure if this is for a reason for me or if this is for whomever is watching, but they gave me a very specific oracle deck that they want me to use, and a specific tarot deck that they want me to use for my water signs. And I don't know if whomever's watching this, if you have a lot of fire in your chart, or you have some really prominent placements that are fire signs, like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Either way, please go watch the fire sign reading. I just got chills. Yeah, either way, go watch the fire sign reading. I talked a little bit about Archangel Gabriel, who came out during the reading. It's from a card I have, or the card is from a deck that I have, the Akashic Tarot. So if that's also resonates with you, like maybe check that out. But I felt like fire was really strong. So it could be that you have fire placements. It could be that you need to watch that fire sign reading. It could also be that, because I kept getting the word magic. And then they brought my attention this way. And there's the oracle deck that they wanted me to use, which I will be using. It's called Pure Magic, and I was like, wow. So immediately I want to say like which lineage. And this is specifically for those of you who have witches in your lineage that you are aware of, that have been like generations like passed down. Like, I'm specifically talking to those people right now. Fire in general, that's the whole point of me saying this, is somehow important to this. As well as sacred geometry. They're showing me a lot. I'm writing this down so I can better like describe to you what's happening, at least in my mind. First of all, Pure Magic is the deck. There is an emphasis on the fire element, or you could have fire in the chart, your chart. This is for those of you who have a lineage of witches, or just in general, or magic. They're also showing me it's not something that is talked about quite a lot, or it's not this like fun thing. I mean, it is probably fun and enjoyable for you, but the type of magic or lineage that they're showing me is... At first, I wanted to say possibly some of it is a closed practice. I don't know. I'm just going to write that down with a question mark. I'm not sure of any other closed practices other than... Is it hoodoo? Or voodoo? I'm not sure what the difference is between them. I want to say it's hoodoo. Either way, like, I'm not sure of other ones that are closed outside of those. So keep that in mind. If it's not a closed practice, it's just that it is something that is very sacred and kind of like protected within your family. Yes, they're showing me a white candle. Yes. So that is clarification for me. That it's not necessarily that it's a closed practice. It could be for some of you. But for a majority of you, the candle for me is just confirmation that it's protected and something that is very sacred and valued within your lineage, within your family. This is, for a lot of you, primarily a women or primarily like a female side of the family type of thing as well. For a lot of you, like, wow, the messages are crazy today. For a lot of you, I'm hearing, like, you were open to spirit and open to, like, channeling, or more like that highway of connection, if you will, has always been open for a majority of you since you were, like, babies even. You may have had maybe, they're showing me, there's, like, a VHS tape. Oh, home movies. That's what that is. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. They're showing me, like, home movies where some of you may have had strange experiences, or you may, some of you may have started talking about, like, oh, like a passed on loved one, like, oh, like, that grandma's over there, or like, oh, I see grandpa in the corner, or whatever, something like that. Oh, the chills. Oh, my goodness. But there's a sense of you guys always, as children, having this open line of communication with spirit. Like, that just has been something from literal, like, birth that you've been able to do. What was the other stuff, Spirit? Oh, sacred geometry. For those of you who aren't sure about the weird messages, like, as children, I'm telling you right now, ask your moms. Truly, ask your moms, and I bet you guys are going to be blown away by what they say. I guarantee you, as soon as you say it, some of you, your parents are going to be like, or your mom at least, because it's the female side, your mom is going to be like, oh my god, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, there is this weird thing. Telling you. Or just watch it and be surprised. But either way, I think you guys, it's going to be like, oh, there is something that I need to know about me being a child. Like, oh, I was seeing spirits as a kid. Like, even if it's not you seeing spirits, there's definitely the sense of, again, magic. Because pure magic is the name of that deck. So there's magic here. And especially, like, fire for me is purification. It can mean different things for different people. Some people it's protection, which could definitely go into line here, but I think the whole reference to the fire element could definitely just be like purification. And in regards to these messages, when I say purification, I mean more so that the lineage itself is like pure. Like, you are not a witch that, you know, had to figure it out later on in life. I feel like it's always been a part of your family or of your life somehow in some way. And I think that's kind of where the purification of fire comes in as well. The fire could also mean, you know, strength, like I said. It could also mean you have it somewhere else in your chart. But I do think that the reference to fire for the most part is going to be the purity of that lineage. Almost that the magic is not tainted. And I know it sounds kind of like, I don't know, it sounds very like I'm fancy and you're not, like kind of that separation mentality. But it's just going to show that it's been there for quite some time. And I think that as the lineage continues and as, you know, more children or more daughters are born down the line, it stays in the family and it becomes almost more powerful. That's just the vibe that I am getting. I didn't expect all these channel messages. Beyond that, sacred geometry, going back to this, you guys, I don't know anything about this shape. I know some like regular symbolism, like just very typical symbolism just from learning tarot and things like that. But what they're showing me specifically is diamonds. That might not be a sacred geometry thing whatsoever. That could mean literally diamonds have some sort of significance for you, like in the sense of it being a crystal or a, you know, product of the earth. It could be diamonds like that. Or maybe there's a meaning with diamonds, a sacred geometric or just like intuitive thing going on with diamonds, because then specifically they were showing me a specific card from like a regular deck of playing cards, and it was one of the cards, like one of the diamond cards, because it was a red diamond. They showed me the card. I can't remember. I cannot remember what one it was, but they showed me one of the diamond cards because I saw red and I saw the white, and someone holding it. So you could also read tarot cards in a way that many people do not do anymore, which is using a deck of regular playing cards as the tarot cards. I honestly totally forget what the diamonds would be. I really can't. I believe, I mean, obviously hearts are going to be cups. I want to say spades are more like swords. Diamonds might be wands. And then clubs might be pentacles. I'm not 100%. So if that's the case, we're talking about, if that's the case and it resonates for you, using a deck of playing cards as tarot cards, then sorry, give me 1 second. So I'm seeing the number 4. So whatever, if it's regarding tarot cards, whatever suit that lines up with the diamonds, it's the 4. So it's either, I believe, 4 of wands or swords. I'm not sure if that connects. Either way, I am seeing diamonds, so definitely do some looking into that and see what you can come up with. please also, like, in the comments, let me know if you do have fire in your chart, or, you know, if this does resonate, like, how it resonates. Like, please let me know, because I am so curious about this, because I didn't expect all these messages to come through. Is that everything? Yeah, I think that's everything. Okay. All right, well, let me take a sip of my tea. Now that we just had a bunch of random channel messages, let's take a sip of my tea. Yum. Okay. Let's get the Pure Magic deck first and foremost. Let's do that first. I can't believe that was so crazy. Some of you have animal companions. I saw the crow here and immediately felt like you guys have animal companions. And you may have, because you have that witch lineage, you may have like family pets or whatever, or you maybe throughout your life you guys have only had like one certain type of pet, or like something like that. But I feel like it's a familiar. It's not like a pet. Like, you can tell the difference. You can absolutely tell the difference. I had such major chills when I said that. You can tell the difference. You may look into, like, if you have a like a black cat, for instance, just to be super cliche, you may look into your pet's eyes and be like, I just know there is like a very evolved soul in there. It gives me very big Hocus Pocus vibes, if you know, you know, with the cat, you know. And if you don't know, go watch it. Can't spoil it for you. So, all right, well, let's get into this. This is the Pure Magic deck. It looks like this. I don't know if I put that up long enough for y'all to take a look at it. Okay, we're gonna do a couple shuffles. I'm going to read what comes out, probably from, I'm going to give my intuitive perspective, of course, and then I'll read from the book, because I feel like the book is going to have a little bit more direct messages for us. That's, okay, wow, this one, that was really weird, okay? I think, if anything, the card that they were referencing might have been, like, Four of Swords energy, and the diamonds might just be a separate thing. Because this card that just, like, decided it wanted to come out when I was shuffling, A is number 13, which is a very witchy number. If you know, you know. It's called Mugwort Dreams, and it says rhythm, higher self, reality, and rest. And I really think that this is going kind of with the flow of, A, the lunar cycles, because you have the moon up there in that corner, in the top corner. And we just had the new moon in Gemini. So, this card is like, was just like floating across my desk too. Have you guys ever seen that? It's just kind of like, you move it and it doesn't just like sit in one spot. It's just like almost like there's a bubble of air underneath and it just like floats. That's what just happened with this card. Okay. But I think that rhythm is talking about the ebb and the flow. And Four of Swords really is a card of ebb and flow. It's a card of take the time to get some rest mentally, to reset, to be with yourself. Lay your head down, take a moment, take a nap, meditate, whatever you have to do. But it's definitely all about, in order to build the rest of your life, especially when you're involved in intuitive pursuits, or if you have magic in your lineage, like the messages we got earlier, you need to find rhythm and balance, because if you don't have the right, like, mental hygiene or emotional hygiene, energetic hygiene, you know, you're taking on stuff from other people and you're not as powerful or potent, or you're not as keen to tap into that because you don't have the energy for it, you know? So keeping that in mind, I think this is a balance right now, and that's why the Four of Swords maybe was coming to mind. I'm so excited to see if the Four of Swords comes out. Watch, it's going to be like the first card out. Okay, one more. seems like these cards want to talk, so let's shuffle and see what comes out. I'm not even going to apologize for this video being super long and tell you guys, like, oh, I'm going to try to not make it too long. I'm not. I'm honestly just going with the flow here. And if they're long, they're long. I don't plan these out, you know, I don't, like, anticipate on them being a certain way. Spirit just knows that I am going to be doing certain things. Like, Spirit just knows, for instance, I'm going to be doing water signs because I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, Or they put the thought into my head when you guys need something, and they're like, hey, water signs. And I'm like, maybe I should do water signs today. Point being, there's a purpose for everything. That's my only point in that, okay? So I'm going with the flow, not trying to put a time limit on it. I'm here, I'm present with you guys. It is what it is. And I'll probably put a timestamp down below so you guys can just kind of skip ahead to the reading. So if you skipped ahead to the reading, hi, welcome. What are we at? 20 minutes and 30-something seconds. Okay. Noted for later. Is there anything else in here for water signs? Anything else for water signs, please? Let's see if we can get, we'll do like a couple more shuffles, and if not, maybe that's the only one. Okay, one more. That's it for you guys then. All right, cool. Let's read it. Let's see what it says, okay? Again, this is Mugwort Dreams. Dreams, rather. Let's read it. I like this deck a lot, too, because they have these little spells that they put at the end of, like, every single card to kind of go along with it, so perfect. Perfect for y'all. Okay. So it says, if an alarm clock is a dream's worst enemy, then Mugwort is a dream's best friend. It is a member of the, I don't know how to pronounce this, Artemisia genus, and was named in honor of the Greek lunar deity Artemis. That's what I was going to say. Is it Artemis? Yeah, okay. Mugwort unearths what is hidden within you and drags it, kicking and screaming if necessary, to the surface. Ooh. No other plant has more powerful associations with magic in general and dreams in particular than the sacred mugwort herb. Dreams allow us to receive and transmit magical, communiques? Although we may not remember them upon awakening, and nor do we always understand them. Sleep in the dream states are where healing and rhythmic readjustments most frequently occur. The dream state refuses to be stifled and bound by the rigid, literal confines we have imposed upon the rest of our existence. Dreams transcend language, although dreams also delight in word games. The threshold between concrete and psychic reality, dreams are where spirits most willingly reveal themselves. In the dream world is where you are most likely to receive communiques from the Earth Mother and the ancestors, as well as spirits, deities, the higher self, and shadow parts of your being. Some believe the true purpose of sleep is to provide access to the dream state. Our souls need these opportunities to visit other realms and other powers to replenish our own forces and solve personal mysteries. The malady known as sleep deprivation may actually be dream deprivation. It has been said since ancient times that we only recall the dreams we need to remember. Messages are never always black or white or plain and simple. Like the elusive elemental force of air, sometimes messages are enigmatic riddles or pictorial charades dancing through like an operatic novella of the mind. Wow, what a wild sentence. Sometimes, too, messages need time to unfold for the mind to truly embrace the lesson within the grand design. It has a note on the bottom that says mugwort should never be used by or near children or pregnant women or those actively trying to become pregnant. So for those of you who need to know that. It says pure wisdom. What clues are you seeing from the dictionary of your dreams? Do you remember your magical nature? You are in the eye of the storm and messages are appearing before you now, urging you to see their truth. Pay attention to the surroundings of your waking life as you would within a dream. What are you resisting? Remember your true spiritual form, a being created in divine grace. They're showing me a strike of lightning now. Dark sky, lightning. Is more than the mundane world. See strangers as messengers. What do they have to teach you about yourself? As you shuffle back and forth between your sacrifices and your life's desires, the dream and waking worlds begin to bleed over. Your subconscious is presenting clues to your next step. You may be willing to put up with difficult situations that others tend to avoid, but you have the ability to see beyond the norm and find a way out through the fog. There's a spell in the back, like I said. It says, an amethyst placed under your pillow will encourage sound sleep and promote prophetic dreams. A garnet placed under your pillow will keep nightmares away. To truly master the dream world, try the spell as the moon rises in full form. Bundle peppermint herb encourages visions of your future. Lilac blossoms provides access to past life memories and heals broken hearts. And lavender, the fragrance is reputed to allow you to see ghosts. Together in a small sachet bag and place or hang it near your bed. To heighten the power of your herb sachet, sprinkle ground mugwort on a lit charcoal and burn right before bedtime. Go to bed and dream. Okay? Wow. You guys really, this is crazy. I did not expect to get these types of messages. It's honestly super cool. I love it. Especially as a Pisces rising, I fucking love that. I love that shit. Sign me the fuck up. Okay, more tea. I really want to look up diamonds to see if they have a sacred meaning. I'm like, oh my god, my ADHD is like, go look it up right now. But I'm like, I'm gonna wait. Maybe I'll do a post about it somewhere or something. Which at this point in the video, if you're vibing, if you like the messages, if you like me, if you want to hang out some more with me, anything like that, please go ahead, comment, subscribe, and of course hit the bell notification for more, because I'm going to be posting more videos. Hopefully every month, if this works out well and the schedule works for me, as I am a busy gal. I work 2 jobs. This kind of is my 3rd job. So yeah, definitely hit the bell notifications. That way you get notified. Because sometimes also YouTube is weird, and if you don't post for a while, then it screws up the algorithm and they don't know what to do with you. So check out the description box down below as well. That's all the other places that you can find me and keep up with me and all that good stuff, okay? So this is the deck that we're going to be using today. They do not want me to shuffle. They want me to do a Celtic cross very specifically. So that's what I'm going to be doing, okay? That's what I'm going to be doing, except for that shuffle was pretty poor. Okay. Well, now I am seeing the number 7. They keep giving me playing card references. If this resonates with you guys, please comment. I want to know so badly. I keep getting playing card references. Now they're showing me the 7 of clubs. I actually think this is... past life. I actually feel like this is kind of past life energy, because I'm hearing London. This is ages ago. Cobblestone roads. I can hear... Oh, that's so vivid and clear. I can hear the squeak of these wooden wheels on these carriages that the horses would pull. I can hear the squeak of those wooden wheels as they're like hitting like the crevices or like the divots between the cobblestones, like those bigger cobblestones, like, and it's really dark. That's like totally irrelevant. Okay. Does Wednesday have some sort of specific meaning to somebody? It could be something coming up on a Wednesday, or it could be reference to this past life thing. Because, like, I'm hearing someone be like, it was a Wednesday. I'm like, what does that mean? Hopefully you guys will know, because their message is for you, not for me. I'm hearing, like, it was a Wednesday, or it is a Wednesday. I feel like someone's giving me almost, like someone's taking me through this memory, like, personally escorting me through this memory. It's really dark, really gloomy. Definitely looks more like nighttime, or like I'm sorry, I was just corrected. It's nightfall. Who is this person? Yeah, I'm hearing it was nightfall. It's not nighttime. I'm just hearing nightfall. They're correcting like all my words. It's nightfall. They're like, it was a Wednesday. Someone is very like proper. Oh, that's why that was coming through. In the beginning of this, when I started talking about the specific decks that I was going to use, someone was very, like, I don't know if it's you guys or if I was getting a message from somebody or what, but there was a sense of things being very, very specific and very much like, I'm hearing like prim and proper. Like, it was very much like organized, like you use this, and like it was very specific. You have to use this deck and then do this and then do that. That's like what I was feeling like. And I'm hearing like prim and proper. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but this definitely feels like, it feels more like London or English as a way of speaking. So it kind of does make sense, at least for me, that I'm hearing like London. But yeah, it's dark, it's gloomy, it's apparently nightfall, and early. It's early too, because by nightfall, I mean, they're showing me like 5 p.m. So maybe it's like winter or something. Maybe that's why it's so gloomy, because it's like overcast. For some of you guys, I think this is a past life. I really do. Oh, the chills. Whew, my gosh. Okay. Yes, I think this is a past life, and it's important to, like, light is being shed on the fact that I think the playing cards are coming in, because I think it's a way that maybe your lineage was hiding the magic that they were doing. Because they're not using tarot cards, they're using regular playing cards as tarot cards. Because why do they keep showing me? Because like I said, I saw like what I thought was 4 of Swords, or like whatever 4 of Diamonds would be. And then the 7 of Clubs. That's what it was, 7 of Clubs. So I'm like, why do they keep showing me playing cards? And I think maybe they're showing me to shed light on how that's how they were hiding what they were doing. That's how they were hiding what they were doing. Okay. Okay, so more channel messages apparently. Okay, got it. Alright, let's get some cards out that are unrelated here. I feel like this is a person. Usually when I'm done receiving messages about something and I make that very clear, I'll see some sort of person kind of like surface, and then they usually, for whatever reason, tend to bow to me to say like, absolutely, like, I respect that, whatever. And if I don't see a person, I can feel that sense of like bowing and kind of like respecting this space and whatever. One more shuffle. And that's how I feel now, is that someone has been like, okay, like, that's all I wanted to say. Like, thank you. I'm good. Awesome. I am closing that portal, and I'm going to focus on the cards now. So let's kind of close that down a little bit. Strictly going to focus on the cards and what they need to know right now. Thank you. Okay. Okay, all right, cool. Let me take another sip of my tea as well. And like I said, we're gonna do a Celtic cross today, which I normally don't do, but again, I feel like it has to be, it's prim and proper, like this person is showing me. Okay. Oof. Oof. This magic stuff is important. They're showing me all this because you have something that you're going to need it for. You have something that you're going to need it for. Absolutely. Or you're going through something right now that you need it for. You needed this message here as like a saving grace. Whatever's going on in your life, you needed this as confirmation. Like, you needed something. Like, this message is literally coming to you directly, sent from your lineage or your ancestors or your spirit team or whatever. I have such crazy, like, all over body chills, like everywhere, arms, like up my spine. I just, yeah, crazy. You need this. You need this message, these messages, as a means of confirmation to show you something, to remind you of something, to make it clear. And I think it's like, you have people truly like at your beck and call coming in to be like prepping you. Like, this is a preparation. Like, she needs, it's like, you're like, spirit, I don't know what to do. Or like, they see you struggling and they're like, all right, we got to get in there. We got to get her this. We got to get her that. Like, they're like at kind of like sort of your beck and call. Like, they're there to help and protect you. The reason I say this is because you're showing up, your energy. The first card that we pull is your energy, who you are showing up as, or what you are showing up as. And you are showing up as the devil in reverse. And specifically, I think this makes sense in this deck because this feels like it's very much important for it to be in this deck, okay? So, you showing up as the devil in reverse, I already want to say that you are actively in a position right now where you need to cut ties with something or with someone. You are trapped by basically these imaginary chains. They are not real, but there's some sort of feeling of maybe addiction or feeling of like, you feel that this tie exists or this like bond exists in a place in your life. Again, whether it's with a person, whether they're in your life or they're not anymore, or whether it's with something, like there is this imaginary, like completely invisible thing that is tying you, the chills are crazy right now, that is tying you down and creating an illusion that you are connected or trapped. And I think that honestly, okay, I was gonna say that I felt like, because I don't necessarily feel like that now that I'm thinking on it, I felt like that it was a part of magic itself, and they're saying, no, you just need some sort of magic to break it. I don't know what that magic is. I'm so sorry. Like, I wish I could give you a more definitive, like, you have to do this, and then, like, you kind of solve your problem thing. But if there's some sort of thing that you do, especially for those of you who resonate with the witch like lineage, there's going to be stuff that you you know about. There's going to be stuff that you know about that as soon as I have said anything in this video, you're going to be like, I know what you're talking about. And that, I think, is actually where the fire might come in. Oh, that's right, the fire element. Oh my god, look, the fire. The fire. The fire element. That's what it's for, to like cut these ties and break these bonds, to purify. Oh my god, bro, wow. Thank you. The fire, okay? So I think you guys coming through in this reading, showing up as a devil in reverse, when the devil in reverse shows up, this is Capricorn energy, by the way. This is some sort of masculine energy. I feel like for some of you, if this is a person, it's probably going to be a masculine energy in your life. For some of you, you might have a toxic type of connection or association with some sort of masculine energy. But for some of you, I think you just, I don't want to do the female male thing. I don't want to do that. I don't know how to describe it. I'm just going to leave it as an energy. Whatever this energy is, it is no good for you. When this card shows up in reverse, it's saying, please take a look, like take a closer look at places, at people, at things or energies in your life that are feeling like they're anchoring you down. Because those things with the devil card they're not real. Because it talks about being chained by things that are sometimes feeling like they're out of our control. So addictive behaviors, or feelings of like those addictive types of emotions, like lust, taking off the rose-colored glasses, feeling like for the sake of loyalty or ego that you have to stand by a person, or that, you're telling yourself that you can't do anything about this situation. It's just the way it is, and I'm like kind of stuck suffering through it. Or realistically, it's not that way. It does not have to be that way. It could be a result of conditioning through your life. It could be a result of you've dealt with people who have done this to you in many different situations. So now this is the way it is, It's kind of feeling addicted, and you may not realize that you are to certain things. And I feel like this whole entire video is one giant message to come in and say, here are these clues that you can follow. Here are these pieces we want you to look up, because they're going to help you connect the dots, and they're going to help show you that you need to remove what's happening, or you need to remove certain ties, or you need to start telling yourself that what is in front of you is not inherently like the way it is. The devil it talks about illusions. In the normal devil card, you have two people who have these chains, and like this like collary like thing around their neck. It's loose enough. It's like literally like this. It's loose enough in standard tarot, where those people could realistically leave. But their belief that they need it, the feeling like, they've convinced themselves, I need it, or I want it, or you can convince yourself of anything. That like ego part of the mind, you need to master that and remove whatever this energy is. You will know. I have to say that right now. You will know. You will not even have to like second guess yourself. You're going to know. You are going to know. Trust me. It's going to be the first thing that comes to mind. You're going to be like, facts. I'm telling you. It's going to be the first thing. You are showing up in this position, I think, and I feel like it's showing up reverse, because all the messages in this video are going to kind of usher in some new energy and show you like, oh, okay, I can change this or do that or whatever, okay? Wow. Okay. Okay. I'm going to show you, of course. I'm just going to pull them all out so we can take a look at them right now. Hey guys, sorry for the interruption in the middle of the video. I had to make a new video, and I'm going to stitch these together. Because in the middle of recording the last one, it literally disappeared. You can't make it up. It disappeared. I recorded it, and then it cut off. I went to go find it. It wasn't there. I tried to record another one and just recap. That one also disappeared entirely. I mean, like, I don't know, magic if I've ever seen it. And that's obviously in reference to the rest of the video. But I'm going to do another one here right now to finish up the cards that I didn't get to. So thanks for bearing with me, okay? So the place that we had left off was doing the Celtic Cross, and you had come across here as the Devil in reverse, okay? So moving forward from that, now that I've already explained that card, at least in the other video, what is crossing you, or the obstacles right now that you're facing, direct obstacles right now, is the Eight of Swords. This is what is crossing you right now. The Eight of Swords tells me here that the reason why you are showing up as the Devil in reverse is because you actually, like I said before, are not stuck. You just perceive yourself as that type of like stuck or stagnant or whatever. When this energy comes out as an obstacle, it says that your biggest issue is just the fact that you already are aware of all of the things in front of you that you could choose from. You have solutions available to you. You just may not like them, okay? But this says here, like, so with the Eight of Swords, you have the, we compare it to the Two of Swords, similar to how you have the Eight of Cups and the Two of Cups, right? So the comparison here between the Two and the Eight of Swords is that the Two kind of denotes just straight up denial, because the eyes are, you're blindfolded basically. Whereas the Eight of Swords talks about thinking that you were stuck, but really you have options. Like, this person, very clearly not stuck. Like, these swords are loosely around them. So the main issue of why you're kind of stuck in that Devil reverse energy as your overall, why you're showing up that way, is because you could, again, clearly remove yourself. You can clearly remove yourself. This isn't as big of an obstacle as you think that it is. You are just, I mean, kind of low-key creating it in your mind. I'm not gonna lie, okay? Underneath you, the kind of foundation, so to speak, here, we have the Knight of Wands reversed. So this can talk about, like, past influences, or like I was saying before, you know, the sense of, oh, well, this is how it happened in the past, so it's going to happen again. That's kind of what we were talking about in the previous video. That's exactly what this energy is here. This foundation, the past influences that you already have behind you, already familiar to you, are probably plenty of times where you've dealt with a similar situation and it has not gone well. This can talk about not only past influences, but delays in receiving messages, or delays of, like, I guess, gathering, so to speak. Oftentimes we'll talk about, like, for example, an engagement or a wedding being put off. Like, it has to be postponed for some reason. So it can sometimes denote, like, bad news coming your way, or some sign of postponement. It's like rain check on something. It's delays because these knights are bringing you a message. So it's delaying something, right? So many a times in the past, you may have come to a situation where things have not gone the way that you wanted. It's been like a wrench, like, thrown in your plans or whatever. It's just these kind of really unfortunate, honestly annoying things that get in the way. So I feel like there is this kind of past fear that creeps up behind you here, whatever this is, even though you've dealt with it before, being like, it's not going to work, or it's probably going to go this way, or even if you are not, you know, consciously aware, your subconscious might have this kind of lingering in the back of your mind, where it's like, remember the last time this happened, because, you know, your ego and all that, they want to keep you safe, right? So you may be so stuck in that Devil in reverse energy because you're seeing that you have options in front of you, but maybe your nervous system kind of keeps you in that fight or flight, or something to that degree. I know it's a little dramatic, but fight or flight, it keeps you in a kind of worried state, maybe a little apprehensive, whatever, because your past influences have been like, something's gone wrong. It's an energy of it's too good to be true, okay? Following that, in your mind, your kind of mental influence, what you have crowning you, what you have that is available to you in kind of a conscious way, what's below you is kind of subconscious here. That's the way I look at it. Whereas this one, which is the Three of Cups, is your conscious. This is what's crowning you. So this is inherently knowing that you do have great things on the way and that you're going to be okay. That's kind of what it is. As a Pisces rising, I feel this. But that's pretty much what it is. You know you have these good things coming to you, and you know that there is plenty, there is abundance, there is prosperity, or whatever it is that you're looking for. This talks about celebration, so if you're looking to connect with certain people too, whether it's like friendship or new relationship or something like that, this is a good sign that you know that you're capable of this, and you know that there are options for you. It's not going to just end up badly because that's what you're used to. You know inherently that what you have is a good thing, and you're kind of set up well. It's just getting out of that, what happened in the past. I don't know what's going on with my words today. What happened in the past is not always going to be what happens now. It is just an influence and a marker to show you what has happened or maybe could happen to help you prepare. But don't get stuck in this energy of, yep, this is what's going to happen because it has before. Because that's what's going to put you in that devil energy, that Eight of Swords, is the belief that you are stuck, belief that you're having a bad time, the belief that you're suffering, but you are actually not. Like, you're good, I promise, okay? So let's look at the most recent past, stuff that's happened in the most recent past. Could be a different time for all of you, but most recent past, we have the Lovers. Okay, some Gemini energy here. You may have been dealing with a Gemini in the past. That might be the primary source of a situation. Somehow Gemini is included as to where things went wrong when you maybe connected with another person or when you linked up with someone to achieve a greater purpose. Because the Lovers is not inherently romantic, but it does talk about like two opposites maybe coming together for the greater good. It talks about joining forces with someone else, and oftentimes, of course, that looks like a relationship, but it could be literally anything. This could be you lining up with someone for a job or to open your own business or something, anything like that, okay? But this is talking about you joining forces with someone else in the past, so this very well could be your influence as to, hey, it's going to go wrong again. Hey, it's going to look like this again. Hey, it looked like this last time, so it's going to do it again. This influence for the recent past and what you already have as your past influence says to me of like, there may have been a delay in a relationship. There may have been a delay with you and another person achieving something, getting something accomplished. Like, you may have had issues where a relationship has ended. I kind of want to look at a little bit more as to what's going on with that Lovers card. Because in the past, like I said, it doesn't have to be romantic, but I kind of want to get more info on it. Let's get a little more info on the Lovers and then we'll move forward. I'm really curious. Because I feel like you need to clarify. Is it romantic? Is it not? Like, what's that about? What did you come together with someone for? Water signs. Like, what's the bigger picture here? This is in the recent past. So either way, you're working with someone in the recent past, okay? We have the Hermit coming out so far. I still need more. That's some Virgo energy there. Whatever this was in the past, I definitely think you healed a lot from it, or you needed to heal. Maybe you still need to heal from it. I definitely feel like it had a lasting impact on you. Because the Hermit is kind of taking all the things that you've learned, all the knowledge that you have, turning that into wisdom, okay? And you have Seven of Swords. So I do kind of feel like it's very possible that it's a Gemini. If it's not a Gemini, it could just be someone that you feel like maybe lied to you, maybe walked out on you, wasn't honest with you. Like someone who kind of left you to fend for yourself in a way, was just doing what was kind of best for them. And even if they didn't have outright like bad intentions or anything like that, it still was kind of like them fending for themselves, because this person's like, I'm taking what I can get and getting out of here. So whether it was purposeful or not, I really feel like it left you with a lot to kind of mull over here with the Hermit card. It left you with a lot to think about. It left you with a lot to just basically sit with, process, and transmute. Can you tell me more about the situation? So it could have been an earth sign, or it could have been someone who just, you felt like, could have even been like a masculine or fatherly sort of figure in your life. Like I said, it doesn't have to be romantic. That's why I say fatherly. It could be. Okay. And Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Ay, 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 ay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So the way I see this here is something came to an end. Like I said, you had a lot to mull over. This person may have been presenting as the King of Pentacles. You may have been presenting as such. Take what resonates, leave the rest. This can be you kind of looking up to a person as a fatherly-like energy, like a masculine figure in your life, whether it's romantic or not, and then feeling like that person kind of, even though maybe you love them, looked up to them, you admired them, whatever it is, you felt like you didn't expect this person to do what they did. And that's why I feel like it left you with a lot to think about, a lot to mull over, and just really a lot to, I feel like you really had to work your way through the emotions. It feels very sludgy, if that makes sense. Wheel of Fortune for me makes me feel like, because this is in reverse, I feel like this kind of came to a halt and was a little bit surprising or jarring. I don't feel like this major, like, sudden shock, but I just feel like the pain itself that maybe you had gone through here emotionally, it was something that was just like, ouch, wow, like this, it still hurts, you know? King of Pentacles 2 does make me feel like you guys may have had, like, joint finances or something like that. Hey, what are you doing? Not my cat doing this on camera. Hey. Hey. Yeah. You. So inappropriate. Anyways, so I do feel like there could be something where you guys shared finances, or you had some sort of stability together. You could have lived together. You could have had a home together. You could have had something there where you were connected, and, you know, it made things more complicated. Hopefully that makes sense. But I do feel like that person really supported you. King of Pentacles is someone very supportive, someone who has, like, a name for themselves, who has the ability to take care of themselves and others. So I feel like this was just a genuine kind of hurt that you had been through. I don't feel like anything is wild going on here. If it is, that's your story. But I do feel like even at the end of the day, if someone was genuine and nice and wonderful to you, whatever, it still left you with a lot of pain to work through at the end of whatever that situation is, okay? So let's move on, because this will be another 45-minute video if I don't shut up. Beyond that, let's take a look into the future a little bit, okay? So let's look at the recent future stuff that is coming up rather quickly, okay? In your near future, if you will. We have 10 of Cups reversed. So this might be something that you either are anticipating happening, or it's something that, hey, Spirit's here to give you a warning about. This doesn't always have to be a bad thing with the 10 of Cups, but it does show me that you're expecting a change. Because this does have a literal home in it, kind of like the 10 of Pentacles, I find these kind of interchangeable in this deck at least. There might be some frustrations in your near future regarding a home situation, or regarding just you being able to kind of feel, you know, safe, happy, what have you. I hate saying that. You guys know I don't like delivering those types of messages, but that's just the way that it is. I do feel like there might be some needing to reevaluate with a new circumstance, or changes to a home situation, or just changes to your life in general that are coming up. The 10 for me does definitely denote that there is going to be an ending of some kind here. So it just may be an ending to the way that you have known things and the way that things have been for a long time. It doesn't have to be inherently bad. The Cups, to me, does say that it's a big emotional change for you, whatever it is. Keep that in mind, all right? All right, moving on from that. We have how you are showing up right now. The Self is kind of very similar to the card that we had for you, which was the Devil originally. It's kind of very similar to that. It's just like how you're showing up, part 2. We have 2 of Wands in reverse. So I feel like you may already, like I said, similar to the Devil, be in this energy of expecting things to go wrong, expecting someone to disappoint you, expecting, especially after all that stuff we just found out about the Lovers, you may be expecting a situation to not pan out the way that you want. You're already creating things in your mind and kind of possibly, for some of you, catastrophizing. What if this, what if that happens, or how am I gonna fix this or fix that? Whatever this is, I mean, this is almost talking about taking a step back and not knowing which direction to choose, because I think you're already creating both of these routes as being negative routes in your mind. Again, you have options in front of you. It's just a matter of what you want to do. Don't convince yourself it's bad before you know it's bad. Okay? Catastrophizing is, I feel like, very prominent here. The situation surrounding you, though, is the Three of Pentacles. I love this. This is known as like your house or home. It's the energy surrounding your situation. So even though you may be thinking to yourself, this is a Two of Wands reverse situation, this card, Three of Pentacles, coming in is saying you're going to be pleasantly surprised that you are going to get more security. You are going to get a new opportunity in your life. You're going to get new, maybe, job offers. You're going to have a chance to make more money. You're going to have a chance to create something and be supported in a way that you weren't expecting yourself to be. Okay, so really this is very much so, I think, in your head that you are just worried that history is going to repeat itself, but I'm telling you, you'll be fine. It's not going to. This here, the World card came out with the Two of Swords is the very last ones. The World, this for me is kind of like, it can be simultaneously your hopes and your fears. So it can be something that maybe you know needs to happen, but you're afraid of it happening at the same time. It's kind of like, I know this change needs to happen, but I just can't get out of the position that I'm in. I can't get over the feelings that I'm feeling. It's both something that I think you might want, but change is difficult. That's kind of what it comes down to, okay? The World, for me, if we're talking about something you want and fear at the same time, you need a new beginning so bad. Some of you, this is definitely going to be love related. You need a new beginning, possibly in love, and although you want it and you need it and you crave it and you desire it, it's your hopes and your dreams, it's simultaneously something that you're afraid of because it's different and it's new. This could also be job related, like we talked about. Overall, in your life, I don't think this applies to just one area for a lot of you. I really don't. Because we talk so much about magic and lineage and things like that, I really feel like this is a new, like, spiritual beginning, or just, it's kind of like a clean slate, especially so soon after that new moon in Gemini. I think that you guys both are so desperate for a new beginning to just start again, clean slate, let's go, like, create literally a new you and a new life for yourself that you love. But simultaneously, it's just scary that things are going to change, and it's not something that you don't know what's going to happen, okay? Very last, the most likely outcome is the Two of Swords, and we referenced this earlier too when I was talking about the Eight of Swords. He's done doing weird shit, so I'm gonna move. Two of Swords does denote denial, so the only thing I see is that possibly in your near future here, this likely outcome of you being maybe in denial or postponing, or even after it goes well, you may not believe it. Still, you may be like, nah, like, when's the other shoe gonna drop? Do you know what I'm saying? Let's take a look, get some more info really quick about this outcome card, and then I'll wrap it up here. Why this Two of Swords? Why is the Two of Swords here for the likely outcome? I think if you have to make a decision about something, or you have to do something, you're gonna have to do it scared. You're gonna have to do it absolutely scared out of your mind. You have to, because otherwise you're not. You're gonna sit in this kind of like denial, fearful energy, and that's no way to live your life. Okay, the Magician in reverse. You have the ability to create the situation that you want, and you're going to, but I feel like you're just letting other stuff dictate you. You literally cannot sit still anymore. We have the Tower in reverse on the bottom. That's some Aries and Scorpio energy. We're talking big changes, babe. Big changes. And you can't do it sitting still, okay? So the likely outcome here is, unfortunately, you kind of being in a little bit of a denial state. You got to do mind over matter and just do this shit scared. You may think that you don't have what it takes to do it. You don't have the right tools. You don't have whatever it is you think you need. It doesn't matter. Do it anyway. You don't need to do the most because you already absolutely have everything that you need in front of you. Don't make it more complicated for no reason, okay? You're overthinking it. I'm telling you, you are. Look at this, 8 of Pentacles. You have worked absolutely so hard, falling with the 3 of Swords. You've worked so hard to put the past in the past, and you have worked so hard to change your outcome, to change your situation, to change your reality and manifest the one that you want. So stop talking yourself out of it and let the outcome change. If you can just do this scared, this won't be the outcome. It won't be a matter of not knowing what to do, feeling in denial, needing to, it won't be that way. You have everything you need. I can't say it enough, okay? You've worked so hard to let the pieces kind of fall where they may. Let go of old hurts, old disappointments, old pain. You've tried so hard to reinvent yourself, and you're sitting here accomplishing it. Even if you don't think that you are, you're still doing it. It just doesn't look like that to you. It doesn't feel like that to you, but I'm telling you, like, you're already doing the thing, okay? You're already doing it, I promise you, all right? So, whatever's going on in your lives, guys, you got to get out of that mentality. Realize that you're amazing, just as you are, all right? You got this. You can do it. I love y'all. Thank you so much for joining me. Like I said previously, if you want to hang out with me some more, if you like the way I read, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Give me a like, because that super helps me get my video out to other people. It means so much to me to be able to just do the readings for you guys, and I want to push them out to as many people as I can who need to hear those messages. If you resonate, drop a comment. I want to hear all about it. This was a really interesting read for the month of June. Other than that, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you can get notified of upcoming videos, and check out the description box down below for all sorts of other goodies and where to find me. I love y'all. Happy new moon, happy June, happy Gemini season, and I will see you guys in a month. Bye. Mwah.